fought a Renji who had a Bankai, activated said Bankai, and lost to said Shikai. Okay,
how?
It's cool.
That
Renji's a
dude
fraud.
doesn't
We all
even
know this.
like. It's that Ichigo pulls off are what Kashimo fans thinks he's capable of. Oh, I just realized Ichigo was never a normal kid because the scene where he goes up like there's bullies and goes, I'm calling a hospital for you guys. Like he knew he was a demon. Anime is a media that's full of characters you see yourself in. He's just like me for real. Starter Pack is basically every single shonen protagonist ever. Until we reach the final arc and you realize, oh, so this guy was just like magically gifted by the gods themselves. Just won a genetic lottery and he is just a nepo baby of the story. Today we're going to react to Key's spoon-fed anime characters video. Go watch the video in the description and show support. Let's go ahead and see some nepo babies on our farm, shall we?
Spoon-fed. Nepo baby, somebody who has a trust fund. When you hear any of these terms, you just start to get jealous. Your skin starts to itch and you feel moisture coming down from your forehead. Your scalp feels like the beach sand on a hot summer day in Florida.
The game is the game, unfortunately, as they say.
Because we all don't like Nepo babies. The minute they popped out the womb, they had $10 million waiting to be.
Don't get me wrong, being born rich doesn't immediately mean you can't be the hardest worker in the room. It just so happens that the hard work you have is a lot easier and sustainable than someone who doesn't have the gifts that you were given when you were spawned into this planet of New Game Plus.
They had a bank account when they became old enough to open up a bank account. And there's many anime characters who suffer from this fate as well. Didn't have to work for anything, just kick back. They can relax and know that they'll remain the strongest at the end of the day. So today we're not glazing the Nepo babies like the anime loves to glaze them and like the authors love to glaze them. We're hating on the Nepo babies.
Yes, there we go. This is the kind of hate I can get behind, bro.
Nepo baby number 1, we have Ichigo Kurosaki.
Yeah,
when you hear the
okay, never mind. I'm the whole hating. I love Ichigo too much too, but I hate on it. The thing is, Ichigo pulls it off. He's not arrogant. Ichigo is like, he's a protector kind.
The term Nepo baby in anime, this is the first person who comes to mind. This guy was not birthed in a regular womb. Not only does he have Soul Reaper blood running in his veins because his dad was a Soul Reaper, he has Quincy blood running in his veins because his mom was a Quincy. And guess what? His mother got infected by Hollow STD, so he has Hollow powers as well. A genuine lab experiment. That is what Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's how Bonnie Blue's kid is about to show up, bro.
Now, if you haven't seen Bleach, let me explain to you why his powers are so crazy. You'll be blown back in a few seconds. Ichigo started off as a regular student. He didn't know his dad was a Soul Reaper. He didn't know his mom was a Quincy until one day he realized, hey, I have the ability to see things that other people aren't seeing. Maybe I have to do something about this. And when Rukia was fighting a Hollow but got injured and couldn't handle the fight anymore, she had to transfer her Soul Reaper powers to Ichigo. This dude doesn't know how to wield a sword. No sword experience. Like if me or you went out there on an NBA court and just started playing basketball with the GOATs, we wouldn't last. It's like if me or you went out to play baseball with the GOATs, we wouldn't last. We would get hit by a 100 mile per hour fastball. And since I love doing this type of stuff in gonna say for the love of the game, it's like if me or you hopped on Fortnite and tried to play an FNCS, we would get fucked. But no, Ichigo somehow defeats the Hollow. And this isn't that crazy to say. I mean, he had an innate ability to do this. So let's fast forward to the Soul Society arc. After Ichigo gets put in his place, we're like, oh, okay, there's limits to Ichigo's power. Maybe he's not that strong. Ichigo proved us all wrong. Ichigo had a fight with Kenpachi, and they glazed Kenpachi as one of the strongest. This guy is so strong, mind you, he doesn't even use his Shikai. I saw with Kenpachi, you know. Check my notes. He doesn't even have a Shikai yet. But somehow when Ichigo Kurosaki goes to fight Kenpachi himself, he ends up bringing the match. This is like if Yuji 1v1 Mahoraga and Drew. It's like, no, there is no way he could do that. Like, no, that don't make no sense. Somehow he managed to do it. But no, if you thought that was it, that's not it. Prior to this fight, he fought a Renji who had a Bankai, activated said Bankai, and lost to said Shikai. Okay, how? That dude doesn't even, like, it's that Ichigo pulls off are what Kashimo fans thinks he's capable of. He's a bum. Yoruichi is hyping up Ichigo during his Bankai training, saying, oh, it takes people years to get their Bankai, but if you want to take Rukia, dude, you're gonna have to learn how to do this in 3 days, pal. He learns how to use Bankai in just 3 days. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys aren't seeing the spoon-fed vibes, I don't know what else to say. But when it finally comes time for Rukia's execution date, everybody thinks she's getting taken off the map. No, Ichigo decides to just pull up in a cleaner fit, cooler suit. I wish it doubled up without pulled up if it wasn't dedicated. Spiritual pressure. The lieutenants decide to find him real quick because they're like, hey, this dude isn't as strong as they say he is. Little did they know every stroke of Oh, I just realized Ichigo was never a normal kid because the scene where he goes up like there's bullies and goes, I'm calling a hospital for you guys. Like he knew he was a demon. Both pen, he was glazing Ichigo more and more as he went down the page. He takes out every single lieutenant by himself. Ooh, he gets his rematch with Byakuya. He flexes on him with flash steps real quick. It's looking like a neck and neck fight. This one was iconic fight. Fights in anime. What makes this man such a spoon-fed Nepo baby is the fact that it's basically his first day out here because this was his first time entering the Soul Society, and he he decided, hey, let me just run through the Soul Society and destroy everybody, dude. Captains, I don't care. Has Ichigo even been a Soul Reaper for a year at this point? He went under as much training as it takes a kid to play Mary Had a Little Lamb on the piano. He was a rookie moving out here like he was a veteran. So when you're talking about spoon-fed characters, Nepo babies, if Ichigo is not in the debate, you're not truly talking about a spoon-fed character. And that's within the first 100 episodes. Given I've only seen the first 100 or so episodes of Bleach, I can't go on further to say what he does later on in the series. I'm sure I'll find some more bull that he does. Let me get off of Ichigo's head and let me move to somebody else. The next Nepo baby we have on the list is Satoru Gojo himself.
There you go. I knew he's coming. Okay. One of the characters that everyone adores, but my god, the ways he gets sometimes is so annoying, bro.
Gojo, we all know he's a Nepo baby, but let's see how his Nepo journey
Are you the strongest because you're son of the Gojo, or are you the son of the Gojo because shut your bitch ass up, bro? This one for best fun because they loves him.
Uji ate one of his fingers. Gojo pieced him up. He even sat on the guy. He put Sukuna on the same level as
I fucking love Gojo, but like
staring at him eye to eye.
He has a Nepo
baby. How does this explain Nepo baby? How does this explain spoon-fed? This is just aura. This is just an empowering moment. Let's go to Gojo's birth. Gojo was born with the 6 eyes. Born with one of the strongest techniques you could have in the world. And why was he born with it? For the love of the game. We just wanted Gojo to be strong. He has infinite cursed energy, and people talk about him in the anime as if he's the answer to every problem you could have ever had. It doesn't even have to deal with fighting. Yo, Gojo, I got a problem with my PC, dude. Could you fix it? Gojo would somehow find a way to fix it. Yo, Gojo, my girl's been cheating on me lately with people that look better than me. Could you fix it? Gojo would somehow, with his looks, convince that girl to get back with her ex. Yo, Gojo, my money's been tight, dude. I've just been running out lately. Gojo would hand you $1 million on the spot. That's how they talk about Gojo.
Also, canonically, Gojo can get good at anything he tries. That's why he doesn't really try hard in anything, because he's just so good at everything he does. That's literally in canon.
Anime. Let's move on to season 2. This grown man Toji had beef with the child due to the fact that he usually went unnoticed due to his lack of cursed energy. When he saw that someone looked back at him, he wasn't a fan of that. And when he got the contract, when he got the go to kill Gojo, he was ready to do so. Toji catches Gojo off guard at his school. Gojo may use Lapis Blue to try to catch Toji, but Toji's moving too fast so he can't catch him. And before Gojo realized it, it was too late. Toji was in his personal bubble and he took a knife to the neck. So yeah, like any normal person, Gojo would die on the spot. Because I mean, dude, the sword negates cursed techniques. So it negated his infinity ability, which allowed Toji to stab him in the throat. And at that point, he was just a regular dude. After Toji finally got the job finished, he's walking home, thinking to himself, hey, I might drop this on some lottery tickets. I might hit the slot machine in Las Vegas. I might buy some zebra cakes for the love of the game. I don't know what I'll do with my money. Gojo somehow is still alive, face to face with this guy after being stabbed in the throat. And now he's reached another level to his ability of awakening. As he was dying, he decided, hey, yo, what if I just use reverse curse technique? That's kind of a new thing I've been working on, dude. It'd be so awesome if I could just pull that off and save myself. Has Gojo ever lifted a weight in his life? Was he just born knowing how to fight and beat?
Like, Dobura tenfolds this shit, bro. That motherfucker just said, wow, I am so sure he's quite advanced without having any prior knowledge of ORCQ. Like, at least Gojo knew about it. Dobura just should have been, oh shit, I can regenerate. Cool.
But no,
like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
More to his Nepo baby story. Because, yeah, he takes Toji off the map in a heartbeat, you know, hits him with a quick hollow purple and leaves him standing there. But let's move on even further. Before we go on further in his Nepo baby story, let's just talk about the fact that they were literally opening veils that everybody could enter and leave freely, but Gojo couldn't enter. Not only is he spoon-fed in his ability, they're just spoon-feeding him with aura lobs.
I mean, that is JJK 100% aura lobbing, but there's a barrier that specifically stops Gojo from leaving, so he's like trapping Gojo in there. But that makes sense. All these planning is necessary for Gojo.
Shibuya incident. They had to jump Gojo in the train station with people around him so he couldn't use his abilities to his fullest potential, and guess what he did? He still took Hanami out of the game. Simply. Jogo was about to be next, but that's when the true jumping began. Gojo still manages to use his domain expansion though, because he just found out, hey, yo, let me use a 0.2 domain expansion instead of the full one so I can use my ability. And in the end, when they finally caught Gojo in the prison realm, that's when they decided, hey, we can finally wreak havoc, dude. The strongest in the world is gone. We can do whatever we want to do now. Curses just started running around the world. They decided, hey, let's get the Colin game started off. And it's all because the 6-eyed spoon-fed Nepo baby was locked up. Had Gojo have not been caught by all of those people on that day, these curses wouldn't be bold enough to do what they're doing. And even Jujutsu High started making their moves. They're saying, hey, the people Gojo was protecting, you know, let's just kill them now. I mean, the only reason we were keeping them alive is because Gojo was here to protect them, but now that he's gone, let's just get to killing our own. Gojo was truly given one of the strongest, if not the strongest ability in Jujutsu Kaisen, and he didn't even have to train for it. He just got a lucky spawn point. They basically call Gojo LeBron James while Sukuna is Michael Jordan. But enough talk about the blue-eyed
elite comparison. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Nepo baby that could take your girl if he was real. Let's move on to the next one. We have to talk about a surprising Nepo baby that a lot of you guys might not even know, but his name is Toma from a certain magical index. Now listen, by no means means am I saying
Isekai?
Toma is the strongest in the series. But when you take a look at his ability, you have to put him in some uncomfortable conversation.
no idea who this is,
Give
by
you
the
a
way, so
rundown
don't
of
expect any
things real
crazy
quick.
reactions.
Basically, in this world, you live in a city full of espers ranging from level 1 to level 5. Toma, which is a level 0, the lowest rating you can be in the city, mind you, with his right hand, he has the ability to negate everything that he touches. If your ability is called the Terrorizer 3000,
Damn, that's like Maito, but like the reverse stating of Maito's
and it
ability
shoots
or
out
something.
something as small as an airsoft pellet that when it hits
Kind of like Rimeru's
you,
Kuratsuни.
it takes your life away and everybody you've ever known. If Toma touched that with his right hand, it wouldn't work. If your ability is to drop bread out of your pocket every time you lean to the side,
What if he touches penis? Like, would that just make him a transgender?
little, if Toma touched your pocket, all that money would be gone. You would be broke. I don't have another
never mind.
random
He touched
chairman
her
key
shoulder and she
scenario,
was
so you're
okay.
just gonna have to live with that. Like I said before, his ability can negate anything he touches. One of the strongest espers in the series, named Mikoto Misaka. I know you've seen her famous clip where she flips the coin and shoots out
Oh
lightning.
yeah, I've
because it was
seen
in
that.
every
Well, that's where the anime
AMV
is from.
edit during
God, and the AMB era of anime was so
quarantine.
cool.
First day out here, she tries to attack Toma, but guess what he does? He puts his right hand out, he stops her ability. And if you thought that was it, he's not getting attacked by just espers. He gets attacked by sorcerers too. The first one to come after him is this red-haired dude named Style. He's kind of cold, you know, I kind of rock with him. But he has the ability to use fire. He can't use that fire against Toma, but this was his first challenge because he set up
Okay,
something
but what if like two people are jumping at the same time? Why is everyone directly shooting at him? Like, someone just sneak him. Say that's true. You talk lazy.
area named runes, and if you don't locate the runes and get them away, you can't get rid of his ability. Even if it couldn't damage Toma, it was still looking a little frightening, but he just turned on the sprinklers to get all of the runes out the way. And Style got knocked out. But the craziest thing that Toma did with his ability, Index was going through a little situation where they had to wipe her memory at the start of each and every year, and she forgot everybody that she knew. But Toma said, hey, I don't like the fact that you guys are doing this. So the day that they had to wipe her memory, and Index went into autopilot mode and she was about to attack Toma, all he did was touch her with his right hand to stop her ability to stop the mind erasure procedure from having to even go on, so she could keep her memories for as long as she lived. But he also lost his memories in the process. But when loose, he decides to fight Accelerator for Mikoto's sake, so Accelerator's just move spamming, destroying everything in his vicinity. One touch from Accelerator and Toma loses the fight. So when Accelerator dashes in, Toma just punches him. He says it's a lucky shot.
Stop going directly at his face. Just go behind him.
Gets punched and obviously, since Accelerator is faster than Toma, it's in his name. So
every
after he gets
story is done as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, they be so nice though. Only his right hand. This motherfucker's training rhythm is gonna be cooling every single day. I just doesn't make sense for him.
He decides to end the fight by manipulating the area around him, but it does nothing. No effect on Toma. He gets back up and he walks down Accelerator before Accelerator decides to stand up and start chanting some weird spell. Mind you, let me give you some lore on Accelerator real quick. Information dump. Accelerator is a level 5 Esper. They're trying to make the first level 6. Like I said before, Toma's a level 0. Accelerator's just been farming clones of Mikoto so he can get his level up, and Toma wasn't too happy about this. I resume the fight. Mikoto tries to stop the fight, but Toma says he has to get it done himself.
Okay, the morality of killing clones to become stronger. Like, what's wrong with that? That's fine. Like, that's completely fine.
After Mikoto cancels out his ability, Accelerator goes in for the kill shot on Toma, but he catches his hand and pushes him out the way, and with one punch to the face, he sends Accelerator flying all the way back to Mikoto. That is one spoon-fed ability if I've ever seen it before. I'm not hating on my goat Toma, but having the ability to negate anything you touch and being able to beat one of the strongest espers, I mean, someone just chop his hand off. But enough Toma.
So chop his legs off.
Someone that I truly.
Dude, okay, what if he can't? Like, what if it's like a sound attack? Like Inumaki, could he stop that?
Despise. For the next spoon-fed Nepo baby that all of us as a collective hate, we have Yuno from Black Clover itself. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you may have heard of the hate that I have for Black Clover, but I'll give it its flowers. The elf arc was tough. The arc where they were in like the water kingdom or something underwater when they had to fight the lion-looking dude, that arc was tough. That's besides the point. We're not giving Black Clover any pros. We're looking at the cons, and the con is Yuno. I'm staring at him right now. What I've seen in the show, we have not seen Yuno go on a training arc. We do see Asta, however, always doing push-ups. When he had both his broken arms, he was still training. He was on the grind. He wasn't letting up. But Yuno, no. From day one at the church they were raised at, even their adoptive siblings glazed Yuno. They didn't even like Asta. When it comes time to get their grimoire, the books glaze Yuno. They didn't glaze Asta. Well, technically, they low-key glazed Asta because his ability is broken too. But in the world of Black Clover, his ability didn't look broken. And don't get me started on when he got Sylphie out of nowhere. He's got a wind spirit that happened to make him even stronger than Asta yet again. Yuno is the equivalent equivalent of Ferb if he could use magic. He probably says about 1 to 2 words every time he's on screen. He gets a power up and then he leaves the scene. They just use him to maintain the Black Clover agenda. He arrives to show off that, hey, yo, I'm stronger than you. I got another power up. You better get one or I'm gonna leave you in the path. And moving on to that elf arc, this is what truly made me mad with Yuno. Everybody's getting taken over by elves. Cool. They can't control themselves. They're attacking their own party. Tell me why Yuno.
Oh, I know he's the go-to. God, the Black Clover animation looks like an ass, so I'm gonna say it. But
mad with Yuno. Everybody's getting taken over by elves.
He's the guy like the all-white of Black Clover. This guy. I know he's very popular. He's like the all-white of Black Clover.
They're attacking their own party. Tell me why Yuno resists it, because he has elf blood in his system. If that isn't a gift given from the gods, if that isn't spoon-fed, I don't know what to tell you. Having that ability alone is like being Jeff Bezos' son. There's levels to the things you can do, and no one will bat an eye. And rewind even further before that, when it came time to get picked to the Magic Knights division, obviously to go to the Magic Knights, he had OKC looking.
This y'all go? What the fuck is this? Bro, looks like Harley Quinn if she was designed by anime creators back in like 2000s.
Say he got recruited by the Knicks. Not only is Yuno just truly glazed in the Black Clover universe, but like I said with Gojo, the pen in the paper glazes him as well. Giving him these power-ups we don't even see him working for. Getting a 4-leaf grimoire just for the love of the game. Being promoted to vice captain while Asta's still just a store runner. I mean, I don't know what else to say about Yuno. You know, everybody hates on Yuno, everybody dogs on Yuno, and it's for valid reason.
Is it like getting dogged on like Sasuke gets clowned, but like Sasuke has very avid blazers but also a lot of haters? Or is it just straight on everyone hates him?
Do the
because it sounds like that.
As good as Sasuke. He doesn't do the no communication as well as Ferb. And he doesn't use Win like Sinbad. But that's enough Yuno slander. I'll probably save some more for season 2. But he has to be one of the biggest Nepo babies of all time.
Black Clover is one of those animes I'm never gonna watch. The guy should just look like ass.
For the final Nepo baby, I had to save the best for last. We have Reinhard Van Ash.
Oh my god, yes! Reinhard is such a bland character. I hate Reinhard. I don't even know what was the point of writing him. Like in a story where your main character keeps fucking dying, every time Subaru is going through something, what's going through my head is, bro, just go bring Reinhard here. And it's like, no, he's not mission summon. Like, this is the same shit Konoshiro had to deal with while writing My Guy, bro. Just write him out the story every single line. It's the same thing with Reinhard.
Right there. All I had to mention was his name. I don't have to go into what this guy did to even
he's so lame. How much of he's so annoying.
Nepo baby Reinhard is, but let me tell you, why not? Throughout the Estrella family, you have the ability of being the master swordsman and it's passed through generations. Reinhard's grandmother Teresia was mid-fight in the White Whale subjugation, and after Reinhard was born, he was like, hold on, let me hold on to the master
wait, how old was she? He said grandma, so I'm assuming she's
swordsman
old.
title real quick, and she ended up getting killed because she lost her ability to be the strongest in the world. Okay, I mean, spoon-fed from birth. He got spoon-fed an ability before he actually had a meal of his own. No formula, no baby food, straight master swordsman. He was probably swinging his baby toys with the force of the sword that Guts carries. But no, that's not all. That's not all. Reinhard's sword is the biggest aura lob in history. It only draws itself when it finds someone worthy. So the fact that Reinhard can cook you without using his sword, that's pretty cool. Worthy, that already means enough. When Subaru was
that means that that means Subaru, the gold is gonna be worthy at some point. Yes, sir.
He called on Reinhard. He protected him from the 3 thugs. When Subaru was at the loot house, he called on Reinhard and he protected him from Elsa. But that's not even where things end. Reinhard went on a little hiatus in season 2 for the aura, but we see him again in season 3. Subaru calls on Reinhard for his fight with Regulus. And when Reinhard walks into the room with Regulus, he's saying, oh, sorry, my sword doesn't even deem you as worthy. This guy Regulus is basically unkillable.
Fuck him up,
by the way, and it's not deeming him worthy. Just keep that thought on your head. Regulus threatens to kill all of his wives in the room. He says, I'll go on a mass divorce spree right now.
Dream,
that's what he tells Reinhard.
That dream is
if you can survive one attack from me, sure, I'll let him in.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Gangi. I don't think those girls would mind it. Look at them. Not a single thought behind those eyes. God, I don't think they get it.
If you can survive one attack from me, sure, I'll let Emilia go. Regulus kills Reinhard on the spot. Reinhard is dead, but guess what? The Master Swordsman ability, the Divine Protection, it revives him on the spot. So not only is this man just wickedly strong with the sword, no, he can revive himself as well. And rewind a little bit to earlier when they were in the boardroom having a meeting. Reinhard got a new ability on the spot of telepathy. Yes, out of nowhere from just having a completely normal conversation.
And then my goal just gets to go through immense suffering. Good on that story is this well.
Telepathy because his divine protection decided so. I don't even have the list of all his divine protections remembered, but if you just look at it on the screen, I mean, is this not nepotism? Is this not a
fuck? This is the definition of New Game Plus. This is the definition of New Game Plus.
Moving on, as
he used Power in Vain.
Just
what
look
the
at it
fuck?
on the screen. I mean,
fuck you mean against Power in Vain? You can ride any animal. You cannot be ambushed. Okay, well, there goes my god Utah. I can't do anything. First attack immunity. What the fuck? Keep sitting attack community, the second attack. Okay, so the first one is not enough. The second one isn't enough. But I've been mad as fuck by this guy. Sun blessing. He gains power in a sunny weather. Okay, just try to be grabbing Superman shit now. Night blessing gains power during the
But
night.
moving on,
Okay,
as
drag
Reinhardt is just juggling Regulus out of the building and around the area, Regulus sends him to the moon. No, Reinhardt's stuck on the moon. What is he gonna do?
Oh,
he
wow.
jumps back. The moon couldn't
Damn.
even hold him. He went to space. Guess
What
what? He probably
the
had a divine
fuck?
protection of holding his breath in space. What can't Reinhardt
How people say that is doing
do at this
bullshit?
point? Reinhardt is truly the Gojo of ReZero. Every time
Yeah,
they
he
mention
is.
something that seems near impossible, they have to say, oh, with the sole exception of Reinhardt, of course, except getting through the dunes because he actually couldn't do that. But yeah, they end up taking Regulus off the map as well, like it was
No,
light work.
duh.
Reinhardt
That's how he
survived.
does.
Yeah, Reinhardt goes against his grandma, the old master swordsman,
shit, what
and
the
takes
fuck?
her off the map in a
Right,
heartbeat.
looks
The sword
good.
deemed her worthy, but she got no diff. And then moving on, that's not even the last we've seen of Reinhardt
Wait.
in the show. This was only for a glimpse, a split second. But when Julius was fighting Reed himself, and Reed was saying, hey, you're not the main character, you're not built for this sword fight. We saw a flash of Reinhardt beating up a grown man in a sword fight as a kid. Need I say
As a
anymore?
kid,
This
gee, that's so annoying when anime kid tag is just like broken as fuck.
guy
Ow!
barely had any basic training in his system, but the fact that he was just a master swordsman alone caused him to
Yeah.
damage an old
Blame
man,
my
someone with
character, bro.
years of
I like him.
experience, a veteran. Get this dude off of the front lines and put Reinhardt up there. He may be 6 years old, but he could probably drop countries and nations by himself.
God, Samson Itachi was streaming was like
Need I
4.
say anymore? Look at the divine protections. Look at his stats. He's
Jesus.
unstoppable. I mean, there's nothing you can do to him, and that closes the list. To
Unless you're
spoon-fed
Super
nepo
Natsuki,
babies
of
in
course.
Anime. Well,
That's
that's
the
gonna
video,
do it for
okay.
me. Let me explain to you guys what happened with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So
Okay, this is channel lore. By the way, yeah, go watch your video. In the comments, tell me who's your favorite Nepo baby anime character. Because mine would definitely be Yuta Kocho. I'm not even gonna lie, he's the GOAT. And appreciate the much like style. Till next time, lighting out.